Welcome to Ready Set Virtual. In this video, I'd like to cover off a new security feature as part of the Veeam Software Appliance. This feature is when you are joining a service provider and allowing remote management, you will need to enable this feature within the Veeam Software Appliance to be able to continue on. So what I'm talking about is if we go here to the service provider and add a new service provider inside our Veeam console, if we just go ahead and set up the service provider and connect to them, we have this little tick box here that says allow Veeam backup and replication installation to be managed by the service provider. So we go ahead and we tick that box as well and go next. In here, we can see that we have our credentials. We can confirm our certificate for the service provider, and we just select our credential and apply. Now this will give us our repositories that are sitting up in our service provider and what they've provided us in their configuration. So from here, we're able to then go apply when we're happy. And this is where we will see these errors pop up if we have not set up the data collection management. So in here, we can see that it says saving service provider, and it has failed. And we then receive a updating remote management settings has failed. And the error message below gives us the full detail of what needs to happen. So it says unable to install management agent. Remote data collection on the Veeam software appliance is not enabled. Please use the host management interface to enable data collection. So what we need to do is we head over to our management console on our Veeam software appliance. If we open that up and go into our host management console, so that's using the port 10443, and the account that I'm logged in is the Veeam admin over here. We can see that one. This is the same account that we've logged into our console with. However, we can log into the web console with it as well. So the setting that we're looking for is under the integration, the backup infrastructure. Now, if we go and click on that, we can see a number of items here that we have the words submit request next to. So this submit request means that if we would like to enable a feature, we click submit request and it will send it through to the security officer. So the security officer then can approve or decline the request. So particularly if we go back and have a look, we can see that it is the data collection on the Veeam software appliance. So this is what we need to enable, is this data collection. So if we go back over here, and we can see that is the top one here. Now, this is to allow hosts to be registered in remote monitoring and management systems. It'll accept remote connections for the next 60 minutes. So if we send a request, then once it's approved, we have 60 minutes to go ahead and set those management requests. So let's go ahead and we'll click submit request. Now we can see that it says waiting for approval. Request has been sent to the security officer. Once approved, the host will start accepting connections from the remote monitoring and management systems. So what we need to do then is head over to our Veeam Security Officer. We can log into that portal. Now we are logging into the same port, so it's 10443 that we need to log into. And then we can see that we're in as the security officer. And right away here on the main screen, we can see the pending requests coming in from our other users that have put in that request. So what we need to do is we can see that it says user Veeam admin. So that's the account that we logged in with. Request integration, components installation. And so it gives you also that timeout of 60 minutes just there. So it's being requested as the current status. So what we will just need to do is go approve. Once we've done that, it's all gone through. We can go back to our management. We can see that the data collection, allow this host to be registered, is got this request approved. So it can show us that, and it tells you, it will explain to us when it will expire. And if we needed to, we can revoke this. So we can go back through the process if needed, or if we find that we've finished what we've needed to do and we no longer want this to be available for the remaining time. So if we head back over to the console, now I'll just go back. Now we're back to our available cloud repository screen. Click apply again, and this time it should go through fairly quickly. We can see that the service provider is now ticked, saving cloud resources is also ticked, and the updating remote management settings is also confirmed. Now that only took 4 seconds, so going through much faster than when it was failing before and timing out. So if we go ahead and click next and finish, we should now see that this is going to kick off the rescan job to scan for our repositories, and that should then be processing as normal, just like it was in previous versions of version 12 and beforehand. We just had this now new additional step, so that's all completed. So let's now go close, head over to our backup repositories, and we should see that we're successfully connected to our backup repository. And that's it. So thank you for that, and enjoy.